Hello, people of the internet. How are you today? Oh, what is this? Desperate. Oh, where are these cards at? Fite no fite. This card was left out from. They're not even in the deck. Do you see these cards? They're on my desk somewhere, no? Just sit there, get them. Oh, duh, Tamika. You are such a crazy girl. These are the intention cards. Maybe we'll start with these. I don't really like to start with these. Let's start with the with these. I don't know. Is that one or two? Oh, that's two that stick together. A person who was bullied and it's stuck to the motorcycle. So a person who was bullied and a motorcycle. Ay, why would somebody be bullied? Maybe somebody on a motorcycle was bullied, or somebody on a motorcycle was bullying somebody. I don't know. I guess we will see what is going on. I don't typically, I just pull little sections out of this pile and do what it does. Letters are returned. Maybe this is just like signs and synchronicities or things that are important to you. Maybe I'm just not feeling the energy. Reckless enthusiasm and person who is locked out. It's Five of Pentacles energy. Person who doesn't get the hint. Oh, wow. Okay. With letters are returned. Person who doesn't get the hint. This is someone who is continue to try to reach out to you, trying to get you to do something maybe you don't want to do. This is someone who sounds persistent and annoying. Maybe the person who, so boom, you have somebody who doesn't want to be bothered, whatever the case may be. They don't want to subscribe to, like YouTube always asking me if I want some extra shit. Get them to see it. No, I don't. I know where to go if I did. So stop fucking asking me. So that could be like bullying. So someone who's being excessively prodded, chased after, maybe even obsessed over. Because person who doesn't get the hint with letters are returned. That's like someone, you know how in those movies where, I don't know, it made me think of a parent and a child. And say the parent did some crazy shit and they had to go to jail. And the kid feels some type of way. Or the spouse. Whoever this person is connected with, they feel some type of way. And they're like, fuck you. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't want to read your letters. I don't want to hear your explanations. Someone is tired. Hitchhiker. A hitchhiker doesn't get the hint. A hitchhiker doesn't necessarily, no. I was going to say they don't necessarily have a home, which could be untrue. But hitchhikers are usually people who don't have the means to get to where they need to get to. They don't have the money. They don't have the vehicle. This could also be someone trying to get out of a bad situation, trying to run away from the person who doesn't get the hint. It could be a hitchhiker also, they attach themselves. Once they get in the car, they become a dependent to you. So someone's dependent doesn't get the hint. Maybe with the hitchhiker, this is someone that you have to do something for. Dependent. Get down the field. So someone you have to take care of. Hitchhiking is also kind of reckless because you can end up in the car of someone who shouldn't be trusted. Dave could be significant. Or Barbara could be significant. Ronald Reagan. It reminded me of Dave Chappelle when he was doing the wasn't it like Jeopardy or something? He asked questions and they had to give the answers. Like one of the questions was to finish the line of the Good Times, the song of Good Times, to finish one of the lines. Something about the child line. So someone could need like public assistance or something like that. But the oh my God, I just get there my fear though. Oh, so Dave Chappelle, he asked the guy, why didn't black people trust Ronald Reagan? And the barber's answer was, he wasn't to be trusted in the first place. So that is significant. Someone wasn't to be trusted in the first place. Maybe it's the hitchhiker. Maybe the hitchhiker is the person who, no. I think the hitchhiker might be the person who is a bully, because they're both in the yellow. A person who's bullied could ride a motorcycle, could be a part of a motorcycle gang, could be a police officer, motorcycle, a vehicle, a small vehicle, something that's compact. Maybe someone is short. Letters returned. Someone could have moved, or que de la fiesta, they're having their mail forwarded to someone. So we have the last person anyone would expect is the person who was bullied. So someone wouldn't expect someone to be bullied. All right, so if you're riding a motorcycle, the first thing I said when I said motorcycle was a motorcycle gang. And it doesn't have to be a gang like the Hell's Kitchen. Is that what it is? Harleys, though, are really sexy. Because it's like a chill type of bike. But, motorcycle. So someone wouldn't think like a member of Hell's Kitchen would be bullied. So a motorcycle rider is bullied. And that's the last one anyone would expect to be bullied. A stranger's diary. Something could be significant about a stranger's diary. A stranger's diary would be, your diary is typically a book full of personal information, things that you've experienced, things you've gone through with other people. It could have other people in there. People could also, put their goals and aspirations, their fears. So a stranger's diary could have information about the person who was bullied. Maybe the stranger bullied the person on the motorcycle because the stranger might be the last person anyone would expect. Stranger's diary and letters are returned. It's like a lot of personal information. Letters. Letters don't have to be, letters could be bills and shit. But next to the stranger's diary, it makes me think of something that is personal. Person with a devastating secret. So there's a secret maybe in the letters or a secret in the diary. The secret in the diary or in the letters has something to do with this motorcycle and the last person anyone would expect. But it also has to do with this person who doesn't get the hint. Hitchhiker. It also, now that makes me think of the hitch, when you attach something to the back of your car. So something about a U-Haul, those little storage things could be significant. Maybe someone's car someone's car could be towed. Maybe that's why someone is a hitchhiker, because they need a ride everywhere because they don't have a vehicle. With the person who's locked out, someone could be homeless. Hitchhiker kind of denotes someone who, I said a hitchhiker doesn't necessarily have to have a home. Maybe this hitchhiker is running away from home. I don't know. Maybe the hitchhiker is the person who nobody would suspect. A confession next to a person with devastating secrets. And someone's last chance. These are my confessions. The name Ray or Raymond could be significant. Someone could have herpes. Someone could get around. Hitchhiker. They get around a lot. Maybe someone's on their hitchhiking extravaganza. This person wrote down, no, but this is a stranger to the hitchhiker. This would be like the person who picked up the hitchhiker. So these are all representative of people in your life. The hitchhiker, person who was bullied, the last person anyone would expect, person with a devastating secret. This person doesn't necessarily have to be a hitchhiker, but this is a dependent person. They're dependent on other people. So this person, while they were out and about doing what they do, they confessed something to someone that was devastating. And the stranger wrote it down. Maybe the stranger's diary with the last person anyone would expect is at like 6 degrees of separation. Or, I'll give you so, you hear that. The city that I grew up in, I moved like, a few cities over. And I was in, I think I was doing, yes, I was doing Uber. And I went to like an IHOP to pick something up. And there was some woman in there that grew up with my parents. And I look like my aunt, I look like my dad, I look like my mom, I look like everybody. I look like my sister. I resemble others. Or others resemble me, however that goes. But she was talking to me, hey, da-da-da. And that was like the second or third time that happened to me outside of the city that I lived in. And these were people like that went to school with them and stuff. So it gives that energy. Somebody you would, all right, to explain it better. It's like me running into somebody who knows my parents, but I don't know they know my parents. So I talk to them about some stuff and confess some stuff to them, not realizing that they know who I'm talking about, and they're going to go back and possibly tell who I'm talking about. Look, subject of an interrogation. Something about the police could be significant. Maybe this secret, this devastating secret, is something that is law worthy, interrogation room worthy. And this last chance, this person who doesn't get the hint, last chance. It almost also feels like someone who, like fucking Drake. Sorry, Drake, not fucking Drake, but it's like Drake, where it was obvious that Kendrick got awards. He got the approval of the people. Like his song was the it song compared to what Drake was doing. But Drake he wouldn't get the hint. Maybe because he was dependent upon the public for, I mean, he's an entertainer. So their approval is very significant to his career. But it's like a Drake thing. Is he a Scorpio? A Scorpio or a Libra is significant. A Gemini is significant. These are a ghost. These are my confessions. The last person anyone would expect. So, okay, hear me out. The person who was bullied, the last person anyone would expect with the ghost, is it's like the ghost of Christmas past, right? It almost could sound like a mystery, a murder mystery. I think more so because some of this stuff reminds me of something in my real life where someone didn't make it out. Someone wasn't alive. And someone could be very tall, very stocky, someone who you wouldn't think would get bullied. This is like a grown ass 6 foot and some change dude, 200 and something pounds, and he allows a little woman to, tell him what to do. And not in a cute, I'm your mom, I'm your wife, I'm your girl, I'm your daughter type of energy, but more so on, I'm gonna give you the imagery that is in my head. It's more so that this person is like, it gets taken advantage of. They get booked. Look at that. Perfect. This is what it's the opposite though. This is how big and tall this person is. And this person is bullying this person. But I think it's the opposite. Almost like a man getting hit by his woman. And no one knowing that he was being abused by her. Oh, look at that. That's the justice. Weighing your heart against a feather. Someone's heart isn't as light as they perceive it to be, or how they sit, how they project it out into the world. Parents are not actually parents. Is that a devastating secret? That's in someone else's diary. All right, a stranger's diary. We said it's a book with information. This could be like a stranger with a book with information that is secret. Could be like vital statistics. Parents aren't actually parents. Something about someone's birth certificate. What letters are returned? I don't know. Letters are returned could be that someone is deceased. Because letters are returned are opposite of the ghost. Let me see who this person is. The person who is bullied is someone who got bad directions. Bad directions. Bad directions from their parents. Bad advice. Oh, it doesn't have to be that the parents aren't, like, someone found out that their parents aren't their parents and they're devastated. It could be that the person who raised this individual is not actually their parent. So someone could be raised by a family member, or maybe foster care is significant. And the parents put someone in a bad direction, giving them bad advice. Something about someone's lucky underwear. And last night in old home. Look, last chance. Last night in old home. So we talked about someone being homeless. Someone having to move locations. This last night in an old home is making someone, oh, wait, with confession. It's like packing up stuff and finding stuff from the past that was like, say for instance, someone was in jail, right? And somebody from this home was sending them letters. But the person in jail wasn't accepting them. They were going back to the person who sent them, or vice versa. Maybe that has like those letters have a confession in them. Someone's diary has letters in it that was returned because they didn't make it to their target, their intended target. My ear is itching so bad right now. Something about an itchy ear, an itchy nose. Itchy. Someone could just be feeling itchy. Neighbors are not neighborly. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? So these confessions could be from a neighbor too. Your neighbors, you don't really know how much they know about your life. Especially if they're not neighborly, meaning you don't talk, you're not friendly or cordial to each other. Could be significant. And lucky underwear. What is the confession about lucky underwear? And lucky underwear with bad directions. That could be someone giving someone bad advice on how to use their God-given talents. So bad parents who aren't actually parents. Or it could be that these are someone's parents, but they don't act like parents. Definitely the advice that they gave to someone about lucky underwear, it gives me like sexual energy. This is how, like, if you're a woman, you not giving up none of the cooch unless he's paying for something. Or if it's a man, he was taught that it was almost with the lucky underwear, like sex was very important. Your underwear cover your genitals, your private parts. Those are your lucky parts of your body. Those are the parts of you that produce the most results, the most positive results. Your personal area is lucky. It brings you luck, so use it accordingly. I don't know what that, yes, that's what I got. I get that though. So lucky underwear with the last night in old home. I don't know. Maybe this is significant to you people in some way or another. Let's get some. I don't know why we're getting these, but because door opportunities are waiting for you. I don't know. It's giving a passed on loved one. I want to find out. Frying pan, trouble and accusations. So there's a ghost that is helping provide opportunities or helping. Maybe it's like, in the movies where this ghost is on this plane until they are able to redeem themselves for their prior actions. So that my ex passed away. I was sleeping in what I called my orange room. It was orange. And from my nap, I woke up from the couch. I look in my doorway and I see my ex standing there. He was already passed away. A few weeks. So I close my eyes and I rub them because I'm like, I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. And when I open my eyes from rubbing them, he's still standing there. And I'm looking like, what the fuck? And he's just standing there and then he just fades away. Ghost in the door. So there's a spirit that is assisting you. Frying pan. These trouble and these accusations have to do with parents that aren't actually parents. Parents that aren't your biological parents. Parents who didn't act as parents to you or whoever this is. It's like the ghost is helping with this, whatever problem you have going on. Something about December is significant about bad directions. So someone could have gotten bad directions or bad advice from someone in December. Maybe bad directions as to how to handle a devastating secret. The secret has to do with the person who doesn't get the hit, the motorcycle, the letters are unreturned, the stranger's diary, like somebody knows something, the lucky underwear. So the devastating secret about the lucky underwear is like how someone was getting around with their private area, what they were doing with their stuff. This is someone who could have been born in December, who got bad directions or gave bad directions. Sagittarius and Capricorn could be significant. Christmas time could be significant. Pay attention to your work next to lucky underwear. You don't give out the cooch unless you're getting paid for it. Someone could have like an OnlyFans, maybe like sugar mama, sugar daddy type thing with a devastating secret. It may be devastating to a family to find out that their 25-year-old child is in relationship with a 60-year-old man for the money. Bless you. For the money. That's considered work. The bad directions from the parents who aren't actually parents. Frying pan. Someone could like to cook. Maybe someone's parent or the parent who isn't a parent is a cooker. Cooker. Or a looker. But I'm thinking cooker. Someone who cooks well. Like that song by Justin Bieber. It's basically, I can't be here with you, so I'll settle of the ghost of you. So maybe someone misses someone's cooking. Someone could have ghosted and missed the opportunity because of bad directions from parents that aren't parents. Something about what? Oh my God. Pay attention to your work, lucky underwear, wealth. Stop. That's how you get your money, with your lucky underwear. A vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Oh shit, I just realized last night in an old home, something about the last chance and then the hitchhiker. Someone could very well be homeless. Last night in an old home. Stuff like that makes me think of like those movies where you see people leaving their house for the last time, or they moved out and moved to someplace else. It makes me think of Martin. So Martin or Lawrence could be significant. Pain could also be significant. Hidden secrets can harm you. Person with a devastating secret. What the neighbors are not neighborly. Maybe these secrets have to do with your neighbor. Maybe there's a neighbor involved. The person who's bullied is involved. The person who's bullied could be a ghost, because people who are bullied can sometimes, become unalived because of the bullying, or unalive themselves. I saw a news report, not a news report, but I guess it was a news report. It was on YouTube. It was like one of those quick little things, 2-minute things. And it was about a little 12-year-old girl who died because her school bully threw one of those water bottles, the heavy water bottles, the metal ones, threw it at the back of her head. Her parents took her to the hospital, and the hospital was like, oh, she's good. Just give her some Tylenol. She'll be all right. I think she was bleeding as well. I even know that could have been a concussion. She ended up passing away 3 days later. The number 3 could be significant. But a person who's bullied, who's now a ghost, could be significant. But this ghost knows something about a stranger's diary and letters that are returned. They know about a confession. Something about, maybe someone is confessing, like they're on the last leg, and they have not that they don't have another choice, But it's like I have nothing else to lose now, so I might as well confess what is going on. This confession, neighbors, hidden secrets. I don't know. Maybe this means something to you. Maybe. Let's get to this intentions. So we'll get one for all the yellows. Even though it could be the same people, but we'll just get one for all the yellows. So the person who's bullied. This person who's bullied needs a big favor. I need assistance with something big. It has to do with greed, though. Does this person need a big favor? Yes, if you're bullied, the big favor would be, can you please get this person off of my neck? So this would be someone who may go to like the school counselor. They may go to, I guess it depends on who's bullying you, right? Because if it's your parents, you can still go to the school counselor. Police, maybe another family member. This is someone who needs assistance. They need something to stop. Maybe this person who's bullied went to a stranger. And the stranger gave them bad directions? Nah. I think that this person confessed something to someone that they didn't realize would hold on to that information. A diary, if it's not something that's written, it's something that's in the person's mental Rolodex. And his favor has to do with greed. I'm pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. Interesting. So the bully, I think this is the bull. I don't know. Because why would the person who's being bullied be worrying about greed and pursuing wealth when they're worried about someone who's on their neck? I don't know. Whoever this person is that's being bullied, they need a big favor. And maybe the person who's going to help them is the last person they expected to help them. The last person anyone would expect. Someone who lives away from this person. I think we should take a trip. I feel like these cards just fuck me over. Because I don't understand. Get down off here. Cat, don't come over here bothering me. Don't come over here bothering me. The last person anyone would expect. And wait, oh shit. So someone is willing to sabotage. So the last person anyone would expect needs to travel to do something. Travel to sabotage the parents that aren't actually parents. Maybe someone's parents said they needed a big favor to this person who's being bullied. And maybe the person who's being bullied needs to travel because we do have a motorcycle here. Maybe someone was bullied on a motorcycle. Something could have happened on a motorcycle. Because with the travel and the motorcycle and ghost, last person anyone would expect, maybe this is the last person someone would expect would pass away or to die at an early age. Because the last one you would expect, if it was somebody that was older, you wouldn't be like, oh my God, that person passed away. You would expect it because they were getting older. But the last person you would expect is somebody like a child. You wouldn't expect a child to be gone before their parent. But something about traveling is something you wouldn't. Another travel with a hitchhiker. What is Hitchhiker? That's too many. Empathy, gift, and honesty. You would feel sorry for the hitchhiker, which would give them empathy. The gift would be, hey, yeah, I can give you a ride. Hey, I can help you out. Especially if this is your last chance. I want to help you get on your feet or something. I don't know. Honesty. I will be truthful and transparent in my interactions, even when it is maybe difficult. Maybe the last chance. I'm going to be truthful because this is the last chance. I don't know. We're about to just get one because these cards are already freaking me up. Oh, okay. I'm sorry and dishonesty. The last chance. That's why someone has to be honest. This is their last chance. And they're sorry because this hitchhiker is dishonest. All right. One for the hitchhiker, please. Love. I love you and only want to add happiness to your life. A small favor. A big favor and a small favor. Que te no fiesta. Last chance. The hitchhiker is someone you love or someone you had some type of love for. Shit, I have love for humans, so there's that. I love people in general, so there's that. So this could just be human kindness. The hitchhiker needs a way out and someone is trying to help them. Like, this would be the hitchhiker finding somebody who is a stranger who's showing them love, and it's like, yeah, with a small favor. The person who helped the hitchhiker, it was a small favor. But it was a big thing to this hitchhiker because there was love involved in it. And the last chance. What if, you know how they say in like some movies where it's like an alien invasion and the alien is coming down here to see if Earth is worthy of being saved or worth being saved? So everything this person has seen has been fucking horrible. People are shitty. They treat each other shitty. The government treats them shitty. It's like, fuck, everything is ugly. So this alien is like, you know what? I don't see nothing here worth saving. Fuck these bitches. So then someone comes along and does something small. Oh my God. Does something small to try to reconnect the energy. And it makes this person feel like there is hope in the world. There are people who are kind. There are people who are loving. But this person confessed something to this person. The hitchhiker confessed something. This person could just ideally be talking about, with the confessions next to bad directions, be talking about all the things in their life that, that's a devastating secret. It's like, I was out there and I was selling my ass and, I was doing shit like that. And then I got myself caught up in this situation and, I got a body. And they're like, oh, shit. So the bad directions from the parents who aren't parents didn't just lead to this person selling their stuff, but it led to something that is more devastating. Something dealing with a motorcycle and letters that are returned. Person who doesn't get the hint. Tribe. So the person who doesn't get the hint is a part of someone's family. We seem very aligned in a lot of ways. You're my kind of people. You're my people, my kind of people. Charlie Manson. Charlie Manson could be significant. But Charles Manson had a tribe too. And they seemed very aligned with each other and they were his kind of people. Because these are a person or people. This person doesn't get the hint about their people. Someone is learning a devastating secret about their parents that aren't actually parents or someone in their soul tribe. And if I'm going to be, this is a little nasty. It also gives with this devastating secret. with lucky underwear. Bad directions from, it's giving like something could have happened within the family, within the tribe. Chaos. It's not my fault I'm a magnet for trouble. Chaos follows me everywhere I go because of the bad directions. This person makes bad choices because they are born from bad choices. They're born from people who encourage making bad choices. Experiment. Freaking raising a child is an experiment. Yeah, there's all these self-help books and all that bullshit. But until you get into the thick of it, you personally, your own character, your own integrity, your own mannerisms, the shit that you can handle, the shit you can't handle, the traumas that you haven't healed from. So now you're taking out your anger on someone else, your sadness on someone else. What were we getting this card for? Was it for the ghost or for the person with a devastating secret? Whatever. This person is desperate. Experiment. This card doesn't belong in this deck. I got this from, I ordered a necklace from Seraphim Hearts. She's on YouTube. And she sent this card with it, but it matched the deck. So I put it in. An experiment, something about a key. We have a home here. Or a key to a bike, a key to a home, a key to a diary could be significant. When you find yourself feeling indecisive about which direction to go, don't be afraid to experiment with multiple options to figure out what works for you. Someone is desperate. I'm in a bind and don't have anyone else to reach out to. So the experiment sounds like testing the waters, seeing if love is enough. If this is someone trying to come back to experiment on you, it's like this person is very much desperate. Small favorite and big favorite came out, so this person is in need of something. And they're trying to see if you are the key to getting whatever they need. Maybe can they use you? I don't know. But we have chaos again at the bottom. This person is, 5 of Wands is coming up. Person with a devastating secret. I didn't see it there, no chiera. That is too many. These two fell. Uninterested in trick. Look, trick with lucky underwear. Stop it. That's what they call the person who pays for the sex, right? The trick. I have ill intentions and may be planning on deceiving you. That is a devastating secret. Uninterested. I prefer to keep my focus on my own life right now. This is someone who was trying to gaslight you into some shit. This is the Hitchhiker. With the travel, this person may not have a car and is trying to find a way to get to you. They want to collaborate. The small favor. Collaboration and date. I don't know. It doesn't sound like that's where you want to be. It just doesn't. Something could be significant about, I don't know what I was about to say. Tell me about ghost. God damn. See, collaboration. Let's work together to achieve success. This ghost is helping you with some type of opportunities. Like maybe you're getting signs and synchronicities about things. Maybe you are getting things, like things are happening that remind you of a person that has passed on. With the ghost, we have health, welcome, and date. I'm going to be part of your health and wellness journey. I want to make things better. Welcome. I want you to know your presence is appreciated. Ay, que te no feel safe space. And date, I love to get together sometime and learn. Yeah, te no feel. This could be someone you speak to a lot in terms of like a grandparent, someone who passed on that you were close to. Because with this gives the energy that you know who this spirit is, this ghost is. Collaboration, plans, and entertainment. I find your life amusing and your stories comical. That, plans. Can we make plans to get together soon? Is this a energy that you're not getting as active with? Nah, but I think you talk all the time. But collaboration, plans, getting together. It's like this energy is around you all the time, protecting you, making sure that opportunities are open for you. Maybe this energy feels obligated. It could be a friend that has a secret. Look, and friendly with the neighbors that are not neighborly. They smile in your face all the while they want to take your place. Fuck them bitches. Uninvited guests. Maybe your neighbors want to come by. Why would your neighbors want to come by? Hidden secrets that can harm you. Look, somebody could be a stay-at-home parent, or what I saw was stay at home. So uninvited guests, stay at home. Maybe this is like, all right, listen, there's no class reunion. You're not going to come and reconnect with this person. And I'm talking about the hitchhiker, because I think the hitchhiker is somebody that really needs to be watched out for. This person is next to the confessions and next to the bad directions. I don't know. Class reunion could be someone you went to school with. Makes me think of family reunion, so that family could also be significant. Getting together with friends could also be significant. The neighbors are not to be trusted. Fuck them bitches. Member of the wedding. So this is a person that is close enough to you to be a member of your wedding, which means nothing. There was one wedding that I was in, and I felt like I only got the position in this wedding because I was married. I think that if there was someone else, and that's fine. It very much was fine. But I like a little honesty. I like a little honesty. Let's get some information. I don't know why I picked these cards up, but yeah, no. Fertility. This is Queen. This is Empress energy. Someone's mother could be significant. Look, she's pregnant right now. Parents are not actually parents. Someone could have gotten, like switched at birth, or not even switched at birth. What if like the daughter got pregnant and didn't want to raise the child, so the grandmother took the child as theirs and said, all right, I'm the mother, and that's what we're going to say going forward. So something about that could be significant. Something about someone's sexual orientation could also be significant. Hobbies. So this mother's energy, this trouble, accusations. This person could be a mother and raise children that aren't theirs. So a grandmother would raise her children, raise her children's children, raise her children's children's children. And that's like a hobby. Okay, let's see it though. My grandmother was like that. It's okay. My grandmother raised a lot of people in the family. She was a stay-at-home parent. So she was able to do that. But she also felt taken advantage of. And because, it's family over everything, it was always yes when there should have been no's. That's why I think a lot of people in my family have, not a lot, a decent enough, have a problem with the way I operate, because I don't operate from a family over everything point of view. Family, it made me think of soul food. I let family in my house, and family fuck my husband. The name Faith or Terry could be significant. And I don't, I won't say that family didn't fuck not my husband, because that would be a problem. But I can't say for sure if my ex didn't have a lot of boundaries, I found. And I have family members that I've also found that don't have a lot of boundaries. So, you know. You know. But hobbies. Que te no see. It's not snack time. E te no te tieras. Te que no te tienes. Porque se no tieras. E te no pute na mayate. Porque no te sientes. No. I said all that to say no. Hobbies. So it gives like the parent that's not a parent. Someone who keeps a nice house. Someone who keeps a clean house. Someone who, like with hobbies next to fertility, it gives like this is someone who knits, someone who sews, someone who's like very handy. Oh, excuse me. In terms of those type of things. Not just a homemaker, so to say, or a stay-at-home parent, but someone who's talented too. Like with the frying pan, this is somebody who maybe loves to cook. They do it as a hobby. So this doesn't give me the energy of somebody who does something because they feel obligated. I think this is someone who enjoys what they do. They find ease with it. But it could be controlling with the parents that aren't actually parents in the bad directions. Directions with the lucky underwear. Something about this makes me think of like a family reunion or going off to not a resort, but to renting a house, and the house having a pool, and maybe did that type of stuff in the family. Temperance with the traveling. This is like traveling to this vacation spot. Or you know how people, like I said, rent cabins and shit, and they do shit with the family. That's what this gives. So this motherly energy was that type of person. But I don't know, something tainted about it. Something about the volume in someone's voice is significant. Look, this is temperance and this is Sagittarius energy. Que te no siete. I said no snacks. Que te no siete. So Sagittarius, a December Sagittarius is significant. A Libra or Taurus could be significant. Summer. Oh, look. Summer vacations with this person. I don't know what that means. Change. This person looks like a hitchhiker. It's the hitchhiker? Thank you. So the hitchhiker needs something to change. The hitchhiker could be a Sagittarius. This could be someone who's just a dependent. This person is in lack. They need something. What does this hitchhiker need? They need a person. They need you. They need you to sacrifice yourself by sharing something. They need you to sacrifice your time. They need you to sacrifice your voice. Why though? Sharing information about a young man. And this sharing is with this 4-4. So this person definitely wants you. They want to confess something to you. Maybe they want to confess something about you being a sacrifice. Maybe confessing about a young man. Remember we said the person who could have passed away who's a ghost could have been somebody who was young because it was unexpected. And then 46 breaks down to 10, which speaks to closure, the ending of a cycle. So this person is at the 18, which breaks down to 9. The hitchhiker needs change. And this change, which is C, has to do with these confessions about this young man. Maybe love regarding this young man. Maybe this young man, we talked about a person being bullied by a female. Maybe the young man is the person who was bullied. Solitude and heartache. Deepest anxiety, worry that someone against you. Someone is depressed and anxious, in solitude, and their heart is hurting because something is significant about their last chance. Come in? Something is significant about their last chance. And some type of confusion. Confusion dealing with something that happened in the autumn, or confusion with regard to a car or some movement. An imposter? Confusion about a car, something that happened in the autumn, and an imposter. Ironically, look at that, imposter with authenticity. So this is the real deal, and this is the imposter. The imposter caused confusion in autumn. Yeah, look, authenticity with success. I don't know what this is starting to turn into. Because this confusion has to do with your neighbors who are not neighborly and secrets. And this person approaching you like they're kind, but they have a secret. What is the secret? The secret has to do with a child. Dependence, the hitchhiker. A dependent. A child is your dependent. The hitchhiker could be a dependent too if it's a stay-at-home parent. And confusion. So there's confusion about maybe something could be significant about like doing your taxes and someone claiming a child that is not theirs. There could be confusion where two people claimed a child and now there's problems with the IRS. Maybe some child is trying to be dependent from, no, this is being attached to something. Culpability. The secret has to do with someone's culpability, a child's culpability or someone's culpability with regard to a child, and something spiritual. Someone could have done something, oh my God, nasty in terms of sending negative energy to a child. Or someone's child was doing this to someone. But this is someone who's still dependent upon a parent. So someone who stays with the parent. They live with them. Parent gives them money. At the very least, provides them a home. Tell me more about the secret. Injustice. With exchanges. Exchanges. That's 6 of Pentacles. Reciprocity. With the young man. And a home. So there's injustice. Dealing with exchanges. That's equal give and take. With regard to a young man. And look, this is 36, which equals 9. Change is 9. So there's going to be a change to some type of exchange. And 37 breaks down to 10. Something could be significant about a conversation taking place in someone's home, in a kitchen, specifically. Solar plexus, someone standing their ground could be significant. He's wearing headphones, not wanting to hear some noise, some bitterness behind someone's expectations. Or someone is expected to be bitter after hearing some information with the exchanges of ideas. It could be exchanges of money. Someone could have been unfair in the way they spoke to someone, the bully. This looks like the young man was bullied by their parent and was trying to stand up for themselves. Look, exchanges, trouble, accusations. Maybe someone accused their parents who are not actually parents of something. Justice. Someone's trying to get justice from this injustice. This young man. This is really odd. One more about these secrets. The autumn. A rivalry in the autumn time. Autumn starts in September. September-ish, right? September. So something about September, October, November, part of December could be significant. And I think autumn would still be in like Sagittarius season. So something about Sagittarius season or Sagittarius could be significant. Somebody with the temperance next to change. Someone wants to talk about bringing balance. But this balance, balancing out this situation with this person is something that benefits them greatly. So I will be careful. It's a lot of moving parts here. What time is it? Oh my God, it's 1:01. God damn it, man. This was a very confusing reading, so I hope that this is like, you could digest it, because I don't know what's going on. Something about E in light language. Revelation of a truth hidden in the shadows. So some truth about the letter E. Somebody's name can start with E. Eleanor, Everett, Ernest, Eleanor, Elvira, Emery. Look, love. I got love. Challenges, danger, protection, strength, attacks. Found in this stranger's diary about the parents who are not actually parents. Also dealing with this motorcycle. Someone's energy is dangerous. Someone's energy needs protecting or is protected. Protected from attacks. The letter T is significant in regard to this travel, these plans. Maybe someone's ghost, their guardian, starts with the letter T. Maybe your name starts with T. Oh, look, thank you. I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. It's been a long time since I had someone who loves me. Thank you. The cat again. So this spirit, maybe this person who passed on didn't get to say thank you, and they're trying to show you now in this in their spiritual state. It also makes me think about, with the thank you, of when my spiritual language, my light language actually started. And it was 20 something years ago. And it started in church when I was emotional, crying, trying to let go of some pain. And the ushers, hear the cat, the ushers around me were like to say thank you, say thank you, thank them, thank them, thank them. And I just kept saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Through all my tears, through all my pain, I just kept saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And the next thing you know, I just started talking. I just came. And it didn't, like I had done it maybe twice after that. It wasn't fluid. It was more of I had to say thank you, thank you, thank you, and then it would come. But I didn't do it again, or I didn't try to do it again. And until it was after I got married, and my husband and I, we were doing adult things, and it was on the full moon, and all of a sudden, I just started, like I couldn't stop. And I'm talking, and I'm just crying, and I'm talking, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? Because what the fuck is going on? So it was like a release of something. But now it's very fluid. Now it's at will. So something is significant about saying thank you or thank you. November is significant. So we have November and December. So something about November with this thank you. The letter M is significant. Thank you so much. Or thank you, M. TM. TMI. Tammy could be significant. Tony could be significant. Heart chakra. Thank you. Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. The cat is, doing cat things. Enhances communication, understanding, and harmony in relationships. Promotes emotional healing. So this ghost is helping you with this heart chakra energy. They want to thank you because of the way they feel. 666, a step back. Take a step back to rethink it and ask yourself, is what you're doing right or wrong? So it's almost like this ghost, maybe this ghost put you in danger. Or didn't protect you in the living, so now they want to protect you in the 3D. You got love here at the bottom again, the heart. A Leo could be significant. Heart chakra deals with Leo energy. The number 6 could also be significant. Oh, look, 666. Number 6 is significant. November 6th or October 6th could be significant. This cat is playing with his tail. He's like all over the bed, chasing his tail and biting the shit out of it. It's so odd. 10. Something is over. Someone's culpability, their bad decisions. Like something is coming to a head. Pause. The letter J is significant with regard to December. Michael or Jackson could be significant. Theodore could be significant. Teddy could be significant. Michael Jordan, the name Jordan could be significant. Number 7 is significant. My, Johnny Gill. My. You sure look good tonight. Thank you, Takal. And you're so damn fine. Oh, did you just see that? So this is the one that stayed in my hand. So B could be significant. But look, K, and F could be significant. KKF, FFK. Vitality, inner growth, virtue, harmony, and peace. When I see the vitality, not vitality. Yeah. It makes me think of Vital Records. Is that vitality? Fertility. Whatever, yo. You know what the hell I meant. The name Jermaine could be significant. Thaddeus could be significant. BJ, something about someone loves your sex. Pink denotes love. More so self-love, but BJs, they love your sex. Something about someone could work at BJ. Someone's initials could be BJ. MB. The name Barnes could be significant. An NBA, an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. An NDA could be significant. TB, tuberculosis. TJ, MJ. More sirens. Someone could be going to jail, or something about an emergency is significant. The number 9 is significant. September is significant. So we have September, November, and December. The 6th, the 7th, the 9th could be significant. Or the 10th. 6th, 7th, 9th, and the 10th. So something about the 6th and the 7th and the 9th and the 10th. But we skipped the number 8. So something is very significant about the 8. The 8 is left out. Unless it's here and we haven't seen it yet. So the letter F is significant. Someone's boyfriend, best friend, something about Facebook. Something about a twin flame. This has something to do with twin flame. Twin flames are karmic for me. So this is about a karmic relationship. Maybe some type of discipline needed in a karmic relationship. This is restriction with Saturn. Structure, discipline. Something is significant about abundance, the dissolution of something. Wealth and liberation is significant. There goes the cat. So Saturn, Capricorn. So December is significant for Sag and Capricorn. Maybe the whole month of December is significant. We have C, so something with Saturn and this discipline having to do with the letter C or the letter F. Or FC. The FC. I don't know what resonates. I'm tired, actually, if I'm going to be honest. The letter P is significant. CPS could be significant. Something is significant about a Scorpio in September. Maybe something to do with protection. And then intuition. Someone's awakened to intuition about something that happened in September. Somebody's birthday could be in September. This awakened intuition could be about a Scorpio. The Scorpio could have had awakened intuition. Something about the projects is significant. Or get them out there. Pajamas. It makes me think of onesies. Oh my. What else do we have? The letter T is significant. So we have T out here twice. TT. TT. The name TT could be significant. Enlightenment, insight, knowledge, calling. Someone with the letter T could be calling something. Maybe calling something in. Maybe calling you. Maybe you're calling somebody with the letter T. There's some enlightenment. We have enlightenment and awakened intuition, which is the same energy. Knowledge. Again, with the letter T, or the letter T has knowledge about something. This cat is trying to get out on the balcony now. Number 5 is significant in the letter V. A V5. A V5 engine? No? You don't know, Cal? Something about the TV. Channel 5. The TV. Someone is gaining some enlightenment from a news station or a TV show that comes on Channel 5. Someone can have 5 TVs. 5 TVs with... Okay. So with this awakened intuition and enlightenment, the TV typically tells us lies. Television. Oh, I know it sounds corny. But I watch YouTube on TV too, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a new, but we have Channel 5. E che lo siete? E c'è una forna pieta? E c'è no sia na tierra? I'm not giving you a snack just yet, Cal. 67.79. Oh, wait, 67.79. 76.97. 95, 75, 65, 57, 59, 56, 65. We did all of that. Yeah, whatever, yo. September, November, December. Scorpio is significant. Parents are significant. Neighbors are significant. A bullied person is significant. My cat is significant. My tooth hurts. Somebody can have some issues with their mouth. Maybe they have a smart ass mouth. I can have a smart mouth sometimes. I can have a smart ass mouth sometimes. I mean, this the shit that happens. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna go. Damn. Monday and Friday could be significant. Thursday. Vermont could be significant. Mount, something about Mount somewhere or church is significant. Something about Mount in a church in November. Six years, 9 years, 7 years, 10 years, 5 years could be significant. 06, 05, 07, 09, 2010. Oh, wow. Something could be significant about, it's a lot of, something about 08. Excuse me. Because we have 205, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2009, and then 2010. But 2008 is missing. So something about 2008. We also have, you could do the fifth, like 2015, 2016, 2017, 2019. But something about 2018 is significant. Maybe with regard to these months, November, December, and September. All right, people, I'm going to go. Oh, my God. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope this isn't too long for you. If it is, I don't know what to tell you. I love you. I hope you have an awesome fucking day. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.